Equally, if you do buy the shirt and the short, if you're over the age of 19, don't wear them both together, because that's deeply inappropriate. Hi, welcome to the latest video on the channel. Today we are going to be comparing a Nike Pro shirt with an Adidas Pro shirt. This particular Nike one is obviously the Jordan Jumpman PSG shirt, so not truly Nike in as much as it doesn't have the swoosh on, but you would imagine that that's probably the only thing that's different with it. The Adidas one we've done a review for, you'll be able to find the link below. So we were really impressed with the Man United authentic shirt.
Yeah.
I think as far as the Adidas shirts go, it's up there with the better ones from the Adidas stable.
Yeah.
With the Nike Pro shirts, obviously we've seen a lot of variety in terms of the design and the construction,
Yeah.
the materials, the way it's put together, the necklines, whereas the Adidas ones tend to be a little bit more variation on a theme.
Yeah.
So today we thought it would make sense to actually look at two of them together. Essentially crew neck shirts with ribbed cuffs at the ends of the sleeves, and just see how much detail you can get onto what would otherwise be quite a simple shirt.
Yeah. Well, I think the first thing I definitely notice is visually the Nike one, for me, from a distance, looks far more appealing.
Yep. Yeah.
However, up close,
Beautiful.
this is a really nice execution, whereas actually the execution of that is quite average.
Yeah.
But that would take down into a replica kit far better than what this would.
Well, I was going to say, this kind of feels like it is just a replica shirt with really nice fabric.
Right.
If you think of the needs of an athlete, this is quite heavy and bulky.
Yeah.
The way it's been constructed that we were discussing beforehand, it's adding in additional bulk and
Well, there's a
seams
lot of
around the
seams
neck.
in there, isn't there? Which
Yeah, they've obviously had to fold it back on itself.
Yeah.
You can feel there's a lot of fabric in there, and I don't know, it just
it's-
feels a bit
I don't
too
think
for
it
what
would
you'd
be
want.
as comfortable as that one.
No chance.
And I also think, as we were discussing a little earlier, because we were having an off-screen conversation about this, and we couldn't get our heads around why there was so many seams in that back. Now, it might feel like we're geeking out a little bit, but just
We are
visually,
geeking out.
you know, there's a lot of mismatching going on there, and I would imagine that it's because they want to keep this V in the centre.
Yeah, which just about marries up to the outside, but the inside, it's miles off.
Yeah.
And they've had to make so many compromises to achieve what's not even really that great.
When I've seen all the other Nike kits they've done, some of the necklines, like the Liverpool neckline, I keep talking about that, it's absolutely superb.
Yeah.
But then there's just one or two of them that just
Really
doesn't
fussy.
quite hit
Yeah.
the mark for me.
Yeah.
If you'd imagine something similar to what they've done with Adidas, but with the stripe and detail through it, it would have
beautiful.
just been really, really nice. But what I would say about it as an overall kit, I mean, I'm a massive fan of the Jordan brand.
Not so much since she became Katie Price.
But I do collect the trainers, love the jumping man, love it. In general terms, I think that's a lovely looking kit.
Yeah.
The concept of it, how they've moved away from the swoosh, and I believe this relationship started because of Neymar.
Yeah.
Neymar, for his love for basketball, and he was endorsed by Nike at the time, so those two worlds collided.
Yeah.
And then I think Paris Saint-Germain have continued with that, even though Neymar is now a Puma athlete. But it feels very Parisian as well.
Yeah.
Just with the stripe and details.
It's not pure white, it's more of an ivory.
Yeah, and again, the execution of the badges, they're okay. They're not bad.
Yeah.
But they're not anywhere near as good as how they've done the Liverpool badges.
Or Inter.
Inter, exactly. So they're not bad. Would I want to pay 100 plus for that? I'm not sure I would.
No.
I'd probably go replica if I was going to buy that.
I mean, we've seen on some of the other shirts, both replica and pro, that they've used this rib here to apply what seems to be an emboss on it and add a bit of additional detail. But there isn't on that. So potentially a missed opportunity, even if it doesn't necessarily need it. It's lovely fabric. You know, so many things that make it desirable. Jordan, Paris. If that was a replica shirt, I'd probably score
Well,
that
that's
like an 11.
that question then. If you've got pro and you've got replica, what are you going to buy?
I'd buy the replica of that and the pro of that.
Yeah.
And equally, if I was going to be dressing an athlete, I'd put them in that, purely from what their sport performance needs are. Visually, this looks great.
Yeah.
For pure sports performance, it's that one.
We've completely agreed there. So again, from my side, I'd buy that as replica. I'd buy that as pro. I'd buy that visually because I think it's stronger than that. But I've got to say, for me, this is the better of the two. However, I think Nike's other pro shirts are off the map.
Yeah.
I just think that one, they've kind of fell at the last hurdle, so to speak. But one thing that I would say about that Paris Saint-Germain thing, because of the Jordan connection, the short for that is absolutely on point.
And for the home kit as well.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of diamond shape that very much harks back to basketball.
Yeah.
So if you do get a chance, have a look at the short. It's really strong.
Yeah. But equally, if you do buy the shirt and the short, if you're over the age of 19, don't wear them both together. Because that's deeply inappropriate. Well, we'd love to know if you agree. If you do agree, if you don't agree, leave a comment. And if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Do you speak French? Edit that in, that's perfect.
You had no idea where I was going then, did you?